We have all heard of the labyrinth of the Minotaur, and the hero Theseus who killed it. But who was the Minotaur really? And why was he forced to live in that terrifying labyrinth? A Minotaur was a creature with the body of a man and the head of a bull, born as a punishment from the gods. King Minos of Crete did not fulfill his promise to Poseidon, god of the sea, to sacrifice the beautiful and powerful bull sent to him by the god. Instead, he kept the bull for himself. As punishment, Poseidon forced Minos' wife, Pasiphae, to fall in love with the sacred bull. According to the myth, Poseidon did this through a supernatural force, making it impossible for Pasiphae to control her feelings. From this unfortunate and unnatural union was born the Minotaur, a terrible monster and a symbol of divine punishment, yet also a victim of a fate over which he had no control. When Minos' son Androgeus was killed in Athens, Minos demanded a punishment from the Athenians. Every 9th year they were required to send 7 young men and 7 young women to be thrown into the labyrinth and sacrificed to the Minotaur. In this way, the creature was fed with humans, and the Athenians were forced to endure this terrible penalty for the death of the king's son. To contain it, Minos called upon Daedalus, the greatest inventor of the time, to build the labyrinth, an endless network of corridors and twists from which no one could escape. In this labyrinth, the Minotaur languished, alone and furious, waiting for the people sent as sacrifices. The Minotaur was not just a monster. He was a prisoner of a curse, a being that symbolized the consequences of human mistakes and divine punishment. Every step he took in the labyrinth, every roar, reflected his anger and suffering. But then came Theseus, determined to end the bloody sacrifices. With the help of Ariadne, who gave him a ball of thread, he entered the labyrinth, found the Minotaur, and after a battle, killed it. Its death freed Athens from this terrible punishment, but also closed a chapter on the Minotaur's tragedy. The legend reminds us, the Minotaur was not evil by his own will. He was a victim of divine punishment and fate. His life in the labyrinth symbolizes tragedy, anger, and the inescapable power of the gods. And his story warns of the consequences of human greed and pride. The Minotaur was a monster we feared, but also a being trapped between the world of men and divine curse, with no choice of its own. Thank you for watching.